Hey, Darkness Radio listeners, by now you know we've moved the show over to Audio Boom. You probably figured that out by now. And there are new ways to subscribe to the show if you're not subscribed already. Now, you can get the podcast at your favorite places that you already get the podcast. You can get it on Spotify. You can get it on Apple Podcasts. You can get it on Google Play. You can get it iHeartRadio. We're back on the iHeartRadio app. You can get it on Stitcher still. If you are on the Stitcher app, it's real easy. Now, I know a lot of you were on not the unlimited, but the, what did they call that? Where you subscribe on a monthly basis. You just get the free subscription to Darkness Radio, and you'll be able to still get Darkness Radio on the Stitcher app. You can still get it on the Stitcher app. It's free now. You don't have to get the paid subscription to Darkness Radio there. If you're wanting to get it from Audio Boom for free, and by the way, True Crime Tuesday has been integrated on Tuesdays onto the Darkness Radio feed. So on Tuesdays, you'll get True Crime Tuesday on Darkness Radio. On Wednesdays, it's Supernatural News on Darkness Radio. On Thursdays, it's our paranormal interview segment with our special guest, whoever that guest may be, on Darkness Radio. So those are the lineups: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And it all happens on the Darkness Radio feed. So that clears up that confusion. I'm about to make it a little bit more confusing now for you, but it's all worth it because the way we've restacked things, it should make it nice and easy for you. Second bit of business. Let's see here. If you are an Apple user or an iOS user, whether you listen to the show on your iPad or your iPhone or your Apple Watch or whatever Apple product you use, starting by the time you view this video, you may have the new iOS 16 operating system on your phone, which means you'll probably get a notification that there is an update to the Darkness Radio app if you already have it. Or you can download the Darkness Radio app to listen to brand new episodes of the show. That's the other way that you can get Darkness Radio. You can subscribe by getting it through the Darkness Radio app, which is really nice. That's one way of doing it. And the new Darkness Radio app has been overhauled, right? Or the Darkness Radio iOS app has been overhauled. The Google Play has not been. That's a different iteration altogether, just so we're clear. So if you have the Google Play or Android version of the app, it is different than the iOS version. But if you're listening on iPhone or iPad or Apple Watch, it is a different version or a current version of Darkness Radio and the Darkness Radio show. So you'll be able to keep in touch with Bruiser and I and Jessica and Mally through the Darkness Radio app on Apple. And we've made it real simple for you. The True Crime Tuesday button now, when you click it, doesn't ask you to go to Stitcher and sign up for True Crime Tuesday. It actually brings you to an archive of True Crime Tuesday, so you can get all 6 or 7 years of True Crime Tuesday for free. It brings you right to a website called officialtruecrimetuesday.com, where the rest of you can listen to that archive for free. It's not just Apple subscribers, by the way. But you get that archive right there on the Apple app, and you can listen to that archive right there on the Apple app, which is really cool. Also, there are all kinds of little fun things on there, including this video that you're seeing me on right now. That's on the Apple app. And we've got all kinds of neat little stuff for you on the Apple app. So we hope that you'll download the Darkness Radio app on iOS. Do that right now as well. There's also a second website that we want you to check out, which is darknessradioshow.com, which is also accessible by the iOS app, the Darkness Radio iOS app. Darknessradioshow.com has some cool features. It's got the complete archive that's as up to date as we've got it right now on there because, of course, we've moved from Stitcher, and Audio Boom really doesn't have a way for us to host the archive. So we've decided to host it on darknessradioshow.com. So that's the place you go to get the archive if you don't have a way to, let's just say, listen to it in one way or another. If you're not subscribed on your RSS feed, If you, for some reason, need a different way to listen to Darkness Radio and want to check out different seasons of Darkness Radio, you want to go back into the archives, or you want to read descriptions, or you need different things off the archive, you can check it out at darknessradioshow.com. It's right there on the front page, that archive is. So we encourage you to go there for that. It's got other cool features as well. Right on the right-hand side of the screen, there's a blue button in which you can leave a voice note for Parashare. Yes, we want your Parashare stories. You can either email me at tim@darknessradio.com and send in your Parashare stories, or you can click on that blue button and there's a 2-minute voice note that you can leave. If you need to leave more than one, you can. I'll stitch it together. We'll use it on air, and we'll leave you a response on our show, on a future episode of our show when we play your story, which seems to be a little bit better solution than we've had in the past. If you have a solution that's better than that, you can leave it in the comments of this video. But we look forward to getting your voice notes, and we'll play them on the air as well. We want to hear your audio stories as well as getting your emailed stories for Parashare. So we're looking forward to that. Let's see. So there's darknessradioshow.com. There is officialtruecrimetuesday.com. We've got the new updated iOS app. Got a lot of things going on right now on Darkness Radio. Beer City Bruiser is co-hosting right now. We've got occasional appearances by Jessica Freeberg. She's on this week. Mally Fox drops in on occasion. So we got a lot of good stuff going on right now on Darkness Radio. If you haven't checked out Darkness Radio for a while, we encourage you to check it out and check out they're not necessarily new changes. Everything old is new again. Believe we've got the feel of the show, the old feel of the show. There's a lot of good camaraderie there, but at the same time, the feel is there. Everything feels good. And we have as well some entertaining segments. And we also have the good old-fashioned interviews, in-depth interviews, and really believe we've got some great guests on, some good stories as well. And just some great guests. We really have had some amazing guests lately. So we encourage you to come by, dig into that archive and check out that archive, and stay around for the guests that are coming on, because some of the guests that are coming on in the next few weeks and months are going to be pretty incredible. We've done a really good job of getting guests put together for you in the next few months. So we really encourage you to check it out if you haven't checked it out lately. And we want to thank the listeners that have been with us all this time, that have hung in there and listened to us as we've gone through a couple of growing pains, but have gotten to where we want to get to. And we're going to keep growing. We've got new segments we want to try out. We've got some other things that we want to do, and all in the name of entertaining you and keeping you around, and not just keeping you around, but really, educating you, entertaining you, enlightening you, and just having some fun. We want you to have some fun while you're listening to the show, and putting a smile on your face at the same time, getting your paranormal entertainment. So just lots and lots of love and thanks from myself, from Bruiser, from Jess, from Mally. And we want you to continue hanging in there with us and having a good time with us. We're having a great time, and we want you to have a great time as well. So thank you so much for tuning into this little video and this little update. We just wanted you to know what's going on our end. And if you have any questions, let us know in the comments, and we'll try to answer whatever we can. Until later, we'll post more videos. I think Bruiser and I are probably going to post some live supernatural news shows on here. There's been talk that I know Mandy Leone from Ring of Honor is going to come on. Maybe in the next few weeks, we might make a video show out of that. There might be a certain space demon might be on that we might put on the air. I don't know. Just a hint. I don't know. We have some special guest stars that are coming up, and we might be putting them on the air here on YouTube. So we may put some shows on the air. We'll just put on YouTube here. So keep looking at the video section on darknessradioshow.com or the video section on the iOS app. Those are the ways to check to see if those shows are posted, because they'll be posted in those areas too, not just my Facebook page. So keep looking in those areas as well. So folks, thanks so much for tuning into this video, and we'll look forward to more video messages and some shows coming up soon. Thank you so much. Love you guys. We'll talk to you soon.